Oh, it's good to be back. Objectivity never has a greater Phoenix metaphor been personified in human history. Therefore, what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is welcome back to the Stark Expo.
Hey, welcome to the kid.
Did he say the Phoenix metaphor is personified?
Yeah. Never has the Phoenix metaphor been more personified in something like, what do you say, human?
Starks had some lines, bro.
Yeah, he meant that too.
Yeah, he meant that. He was living that.
He was living that life.
Starks. Wow, every time, boy, the intro, boy, I'm telling you. Need Starks back, man.
Yeah, I think I pretty much picking up through the banner up. I feel like we done talked about that so much that we might be early on that too. Like we're gonna walk out of this multiverse of madness and we mess around and see Stark.
Yeah.
I ain't calling my shot. I'm just saying we done put it in the air so much.
Yeah. It almost feel like it's there. I mean, this the movie to do it. King out of Illuminati without Starks. Starks was putting in work in the Illuminati, bro. He was.
Yeah, you gotta have him.
Man.
It's almost like you even have a Stark, like even have a Reed Richards. You gotta have a Stark. Like you gotta have them. You gotta have them bouncing off each other. But today's the day.
Today the day.
I got like what's over here. I know you in Central Time. It's 1:19 Eastern.
12:19. Yeah, down here.
I got a 3 o'clock. I got a 3 o'clock showtime. Right now, only thing about this particular movie is like with Batman. That Batman I saw, it didn't have. So I got the 2 days early viewing. Right, it was like a fan. They did obviously it wasn't a fan. You win it like select fans get to see the movie. It was just like, hey, we're doing a 2 days before the for real release. And they probably sold like a couple 100,000 tickets, and I got to see that one. But at the end of the day, it was like they didn't have any previews or anything like that in there. So like basically you walk in and the movie started. So it wasn't that grace like, oh yeah, it's 3 o'clock. But the movie really started like 3:20, 3:30.
Yeah, be in your seat.
Nah, you gotta be in your seat. So it was like it was like 7 o'clock, 7:01, 7:02. That thing was rolling.
Speaking of trailers, any trailers in there? You think it's gonna be any?
Oh, I think we getting
probably Thor, right?
We definitely go see. This is the part that makes me nervous. I've seen some things where it's 2 post-credit scenes, right? So people want to know that, right? People want to know that because I know that when I'm watching something, I'm sitting there. Okay, movie finished. Do I gotta sit in my seat? So then people be like, "Oh, it's one post-credit." I did it with the Batman. Like, I ain't even gotta stay for this, so I'm cool. I already set it for 3 hours. I don't really need to see post-credit. It wasn't enough for me to stay. This one got 2. Now, which makes me nervous because remember when we went to No Way Home? Not nervous, but like them showing Doctor Strange in No Way Home was a waste of my time as a post-credit. I don't want a trailer as a post-credit.
Nah, don't do that.
Throw them shits on in the beginning.
Exactly.
I understood why they did that because this may be part of what happened in No Way Home impacts this movie. We can get into our put up or shut ups in a minute. But at the end of the day, that being at the end was like, okay, then I think there was another. Was there only one? No, was there only one in No Way Home?
No Way Home was Venom, right?
But Venom was like a mid. Venom was like a mid credit,
and then the actual post credit credits.
Doctor Strange
was fucking Doctor Strange,
which makes it. I guess I would have been more hype, except for the fact that it was nasty season.
Yeah,
that thing already leaked.
That thing was out, bro.
That thing had already leaked.
Yeah, we hadn't seen that thing before we even.
So
you knew it was coming. You knew
Doctor
Strange was in the movie.
Yeah,
you knew he was already putting in some work in the on the multiverse in the movie. So you're like, I guess this movie gonna be at the end. Something about his movie. They just went and dropped all the trailers.
So I don't want them to do that with Thor. Don't make one of the Doctor Strange post credits the Thor thing. Like make one of the post I want to do that in a prediction too. What do we predict the post credits? So hopefully in the beginning, I feel like they're gonna give us. I think I already saw this, so it's like Avatar's a trailer. Avatar's gonna be a trailer.
The Way of Water or something like that.
Yeah. So Avatar, I think they announced that like one of the trailer. They could the trailer for Avatar 2, the first one or whatever teaser, whatever is gonna be a Doctor Strange 2.
This is all Disney at this point.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get Black Panther, like a Black Panther, like a
just a teaser, maybe
like a teaser. Because they did show it at CinemaCon. It was like more. I think they did, but they said more of a montage. They did that. So I think we're gonna get that.
And I think they wrapped filming on Wakanda Forever, right?
It's done than done.
Because the old girl got injured. She was out for a minute, and
that's what slowed it up.
Yeah,
that's what slowed it up. So they finished it up. Yeah, they finished that up. So that's done. So I think since we're talking about it, I think at the end. I didn't even think about this. Now my mind, just because we saw Moon God last night and we didn't get. Oh, that's a good. I don't know. I can't even predict what the post credits might be.
What about?
I'm just going to go ahead and say
some Blade in there. Midnight Suns, because Moon Knight just finished. We know Eternals came out last year. You had the post credit there with Blade. You had Black Knight and Blade in that one.
And we know Blade coming because he walked out on Comic-Con.
I'm thinking if they're going to do a Midnight Sun, Strange got to have something to do with it.
Strange got to have something to do with it.
You know, so, or do they do some just wing and just go back to Spider-Man? Like, is this where we get the Raimi, Tobey Maguire, Peter Parker connection? He come in there, hey, pizza or whatever, something stupid like that. Or, I'm just saying, like, I wonder, man, because out of all of, you ain't really heard. I mean, you got to think that Raimi gonna have Toby in there somewhere. I just wonder, but I'm jumping all over the place. But Blade, I will say. I think that's I wouldn't be surprised if we get some Blade, because
that would be, because I really, even though they didn't stick the land, they didn't sell it in the Moon Knight that was going to be a thing. It don't make sense to have Moon Knight and Blade coming to not have to get to that midnight. You say the Midnight Suns, like that's not going to be a thing. It seems too much like, that's going to happen. Like it's inevitable that's going to happen.
Plus, it's like the monsters, right? Because it's like mummies, vampires. Just feel like that's a natural transition.
How sucky would that be? Pause. Right. If we get an end credit and fucking Moon Knight is in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, and that kind of thing. We just watch, like that's what they didn't do that for, because he was in what we're gonna see this weekend. I'd be mad.
Like that. But
I'd be salty.
That's your MCU connection that we didn't get in the show. The wider MCU connection that we did get in the show. That would be it. That'd be crazy. Yeah.
But I would, like I said, I think they're going to do one of the two credits is going to be the Thor trailer, like the for real Thor trailer. We
get the full length.
We're gonna look at Gore.
We get Gore. We get a full shot of Gore. We hopefully Beta Ray Bill. Like I don't think they'll keep this dude a secret all the way up to the, like, you don't need to trick me with Beta Ray Bill. Just show me Beta Ray Bill in the trailer. Like Beta Ray Bill, Thor, and female Thor.
Yeah, and I think they kind of like had a scene. It was one of those scenes where it was that where they were doing that all with the Spider-Man, where it was where they was like could point out like here's the area where the second and third.
Yeah,
it was one like that. Remember the scene where Thor was like waving at the Guardians of the Galaxy flying off, and it was like Thor, and it was like Korg. Is it Nikum Korg? It might have been Korg.
Yeah.
And then there was a part to like I think the right of Thor. It was an empty spot that was like, why would they have the camera like that if there wasn't another body right there? Exactly. Like it was an off balance. And the guess is that's where Beta Ray Bill is going.
Beta Ray Bill, yeah. Which I'm assuming is full CGI, and they probably still doing some rendering and stuff. So hopefully it's Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna sit. I think we're gonna sit to the end. I think we're gonna sit to the end, and the one of the post creds is going to be. I'm trying to see. I was going to talk about. Oh yeah. So it's really only.
And I'll give. You said what? You said really only.
It's really only. It's two people. It's just. I'm sure right now, real quick. Window right here.
Yes,
right
look
here.
at that.
That's that balance is off, right?
Yeah.
Boom, boom. You have him in the middle.
Yeah.
You have Cord right there. Somebody right here. Right.
Yeah, that's Beta Ray.
Yeah.
That's BRB.
So we're gonna watch we're gonna see the movie.
Waving.
We're gonna see the movie, and then tonight, and Beta Ray Bill gonna be right there.
Yes,
I think that's what they're
Thor Love and Thunder trailer. But I'm also I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna just kind of work from. So I'll give you the mid credit right now. Who my prediction is? If we're gonna do a mid credit, I think it's gonna be Vision, White Vision. I think White Vision will pop his head in there like Wanda, you know. Just because I watched WandaVision like last night.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
I just think he got to be in there somewhere. I think, and I think if they was gonna put him in there, because I don't think they really got aside from flashbacks, I don't think they really got a role for him in the movie. But if they're gonna put him in there, I think it'll be White, because White Vision out there somewhere. He just flew away. He didn't really go with Wanda, so I think if he was gonna pop up, it would be in a mid credit, maybe picking up ashes or something, or somebody don't make it. Yeah.
Because I got somebody not making it.
The
only one thing that made me nervous, I saw an article about something, but I got Wong not making it.
Now, is that based off of that scene where he's strange? Because Marvel will show you usually when you see it, because this is why I'm with you on this one. Primarily because of what they did with Aunt May. You didn't even need to really hear like the theories. You just look at the trailer, you like, oh man, I don't think Aunt May gonna make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying with Wong. But
there could be only two faces that Peter would have made. I didn't mean to cut you. And that, like you say, off the trailer, only two people could have passed away for Tom Holland. Tom Holland to have that face. MJ, because Ned could have got murked and it wouldn't have did his face like that. It's MJ or Aunt May.
Aunt May, where he crying.
Damn.
Because Wong getting a lot of clock. No, because Wong is getting a lot of clock, man. He was in Shang-Chi. He popped up with Strange and Spider-Man. Mordo, on the other hand, you literally only been in 2 movies. This one and the last one. So it's like,
and they said even that Mordo. I mean, we don't know, but we know, right? Like, they ain't told us that it ain't, the bill comes due Mordo.
Yeah.
But it ain't that Mordo. It's a multiverse Mordo. It's a variant. That's what I think. Now, I don't know if you think that. I mean, that's what I think. You think that's the bill comes due? You think that's the bills come due?
Yeah.
I hope it's the bill comes due.
Yeah, I think it's the bill comes due. I mean, his hair grew. I mean,
he got some hang time.
Yeah. So I think it's him. Because it's not like he died. He just walked away from the order, and then I would think they would bring that, they would bring Mortal back. I mean, at the end of Strange, it looked like he was going around. He kind of had this whole like a world without magic thing. He was going around just taking people's magic. I think, that he probably did get enough power to where he started to traverse the multiverse and see the damage that was being done. And, and he's smart enough and powerful enough to Yeah, he can run into the Illuminati and they'd be like, "Yeah, come here, come in."
Yeah, they
So
could
I think it's the
have pulled
same
him.
more though.
They
Yeah, I
could
think
have
it's the
pulled
same.
him. So let's do this. Let's do it like this then. Let's start off because there's separate categories, right? There's the what do we think Strange did? Who's the threat? Right? Who's the threat? And uh, who do we think? Who are some of the things we think? Who are some of the characters or whatever we think gonna show up? Like
All right.
show up for real, and then
Yeah.
show up for real, and then nods, right? Because they're gonna
Yeah.
have nods, right? But then like what's the what did Strange do? Obviously, just put up a shut up. Who's the threat? Because you have to have a physical. Somebody got to be a physical threat. Um, uh, supporting cast beyond the ones we just seen in the stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe the reason why they would show up, and then what do we think this is going to lead to? Because as MCU, you got to lead to something.
Gotta lead to
so I'll let you
something,
start with the first one.
All right.
What the hell did Strange do?
All right. So I think
He on the
Strange.
radar. He on the radar.
Yeah, I think. Well, he don't flip that. Like in any show, like a lot of stuff is they get this stuff from Doctor Who, right? Like Doctor Who's the first TV show to really do things and it's been around for decades, right? And it's the first time they the first ones to really do stuff with time travel, right?
Yeah.
The idea, and then you got Back to the Future and so on. So but Strange has flipped back the clock a lot. He's done things. Because they always talk about the fabric of time, and it's real delicate, right? It's fabric. They call it the fabric of time, so it's like fabric. It's Strange, man. He done tore it up, man. He done turned back the clock. He did the spell in No Way Home. But that was already, if you look at Loki, that's already a problem with the multiverse. Are these connected? I don't think they are. I don't think it's connected to that show, but I would say Strange's all the turning back time that Strange did in the first movie, coupled with what he did in No Way Home. I think he left a lot of damage to the fabric of time, into the multiverse. And it's other variants of Doctor Strange. So if all these variants are doing that, I think that's going to tear up the multiverse, obviously. So if we're talking about what the Strange do, that's my prediction, is that Strange and his variants have all come to it. Their conclusion is in some way ripping apart the multiverse, like they're part of the multiverse.
Okay.
They're part of time. So all these variants are at that point, including our Strange that we follow in the movie. So that's my prediction on that. What you got?
Okay. So I think I'm almost. I think I can go word for word with you. I didn't think about the external Stranges, right? The variant Stranges. Also didn't even think about the Loki aspect of it, right? Because like we say with the movie, they don't just put them out there, or the TV. There's something, right? There's something there's a connective tissue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like think about the Loki show and what they went all through, where they tried to kind of go from time travel into more of a multiverse, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as I'm going into it, like what I'm thinking is, we don't even know if the time variant authority is in agreement with the Illuminati, right? They might got different ways that they say. So one thing that was okay for here might not have been okay for there, right? I just thought about that. I don't want to change the topic, but just thinking like we don't know if all those governing bodies, so to speak, are in agreement and how things should be ran, right? But going back into this, that's actually we're gonna have to have an episode later on down the line about that kind of stuff, right? Because they cannot all be in agreement. I say all that to say this. Back to Strange, I think all moments have led up to this, right? So I don't think it's just necessarily it was okay. He went to No Way Home. I'd be shocked if they do this. I don't think it was No Way Home, and he did the spell that did the multiverse, and all of a sudden that's why we got this movie, right? There may have been a cumulative thing or whatever the correct word to say. Did I say it right? Cumulative. There may have been a combination of things that got to this point where it was what he did with Dormammu, because that was some messed up stuff he did.
Yeah.
Even Mordo was like, nah, you shouldn't have did that. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Wow, bro.
You weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah, Mordo was very upset.
And the part I'm saying about the agreement, whereas the Time Variant Authority was like, no, what Strange did was supposed to happen, meaning like him doing the 5 years and then all that stuff and them going back and get the time stones, and then now the Avengers are going through time and trying to change time, right? And they were trying to go get stones from different points in time, right? Mm-hmm. So they can have them and then they can do their own snap. The Time Variant Authority said that was supposed to happen. It was you, Loki, taking it and then going to another area is what was wrong, right?
Yeah.
So they may have said that was okay, but that wasn't okay on the Illuminati side, right? Yeah. Then he did what he did. He did what he did with in No Way Home, right? And and the last straw, and I don't even think that's the thing that make them come get him. Now I will be shocked. But it may be up until the point. The reason why the shit goes sideways is him involving Wanda, because that's the one person they ain't supposed to. She could do all that hex shit. She could do all that other things. But once you let Wanda get out of where you gave her what she was looking for, and that's the moment. At that moment is where he messed up.
By unleashing Wanda.
He unleashed Wanda.
Because we don't have a scene. Because when it looks like their first meeting in that little farm area or whatever that is, right? Where she's doing whatever she's doing with the plants or trees or whatever. So he's not introduced to the Scarlet Witch right off the. Like, he doesn't realize, oh, you're the Scarlet Witch, and
he's still
Strange done read a lot of books in the astral plane, but he don't really know, like, oh, you super powerful and you dangerous. He just see Wanda.
Oh, that's a good point, because she was in that book, right? Like when Agatha opened the book,
she got the dark hole.
When Agatha opened the book, it had the Scarlet Witch in it. That's who you are.
Yeah,
the dark hole.
She said had a whole chapter that dedicated in the dark hole. So the whole chapter is dedicated to Wanda. She even says at the end of the show, "I don't know this magic, but I'll learn it," or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but. Yeah, Strange don't know about that. There's nothing to really tell us that Strange is aware of this, that this is happening. There's no hint in No Way Home. There's we haven't seen anything in the trailers. So I mean, eventually he's gonna get introduced to, like, oh shit, you Scarlet Witch now. I don't think that's gonna be like that
ain't no one walking in the door.
Yeah, he's not
walking into that field. I think that's Sokovia. I think it's Sokovia and Wanda them built something. Wow. But I digress, right?
I got you, yeah.
But you saying when he walk up to her in that area, wherever Wanda is, that she then knew, and we both believe. I think we both believe that Wanda, that's an image, that's a reality or area. Yeah. What do you want to call it?
That's a projection, or
that Wanda them put together. Really don't look like that. When he walk up on her, he don't have a real concept of the Scarlet Witch, is what you're saying.
No,
he just still know where's Wanda.
I don't think he's ever read the Dark Hole, right? Like, I think that's just something that just pops up. Or did he?
I don't think he read it. He read that one book. He read a bunch of books, right? And then it was that one book that really meant something. And I probably should know that by now, but that book that that they stole the pages from.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna put it together though, where he's gonna be like, oh, until it's too late. But I think he's meeting her. He's thinking, oh, you're an Avenger. You were the one that were there in the last battle. We fought that,
we was outside. Thanos. We was outside together.
We was outside. Yeah. We and you got down. You had Thanos up in the air. Like, you powerful.
Strangers are doing that weak shit and holding water up, and Wanda over there really putting work in.
And plus, the crazy thing is, like, he got to be aware of Wanda to some extent, because he did the future. He saw the future.
He did
The
the 14
possibilities,
million.
right? Yeah.
He did
So
the 14
he
million.
had to see Wanda in there at some point. Like, okay, what if Wanda did this? You know. So he's aware who Wanda is, and he's aware she's one of the Avengers, and she's very powerful, and she can alter reality. I'm pretty sure he had his eye on her anyway, just like he pulled Thor into the sanctum, like, hey man, hey bro, you in my city, like, you know what I mean? Like, man, you gotta check in, bro. You gotta check in when you come in New York, you know what I mean? So somebody like her, I would have to think that he would be that can alter reality. And he already knew about Westview. He knows about Westview, which he should. That's his job. That's literally his job. Is like, all right, protect reality. So he knows who Wanda is. But that Scarlet Witch part, I don't think he know about.
You think they're going, because that's kind of a plot hole leak, right? That's kind of a plot hole leak, meaning because he's supposed to know what's going on. Yeah. You think they're gonna fill in that blank? Like we see in the trailer that he says, I'm not here to talk about Westview. Right. Yeah. But they're gonna talk about what the hell were you doing when Westview was happening?
That's a good.
You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't far from the same. It was in New Jersey, so that ain't far from the Sanctum Sanctorium, right? Yeah. So you were in the Sanctum.
Could you see into the Westview? Could you look
we
in
saw
there?
What was happening when you know you was there when Peter showed up, needing that little bum ass spell, right? Just because his friends couldn't go to college, right? You was there, or the college they wanted to go to,
right?
You was there, so like I wonder if they're going to, when he says that, I'm not here to talk about, you know, I had other threats I was dealing with, or I was doing something, or because that's like that is a little, and you saying he was supposed to be in the show, right? Mm-hmm. So that is a little bit of a plot hole, like, or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm making too much.
It is, man.
It's like,
it is. What was he doing, bro? That's his job. It's like
they name dropped you, bro. You now, or if it's not you or Wong, you out here.
Yeah, nobody with the, you know, nobody showed up.
They said he said he was strong. You were stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme. What we didn't know at that time was that Wong was the Sorcerer Supreme.
That's a good one. Yes, I didn't even think of that. You're right. That leaves it open that she might not be as strong as Strange. She might think she is, because she don't know that Wong is the Sorcerer Supreme. Wong is the Sorcerer Supreme. She's the strongest wizard, because he didn't get snapped. He didn't get snapped. So all
they try to say, I don't know if it was like he did, but then like maybe to make that what they did in No Way Home, they said, oh no, Wong didn't get Strange because he didn't get snapped. It did seem like that at first, but I think they changed that. At the end of the day, he wasn't snapped.
Wong didn't even, because like Wong just walked away from the battle. Like he didn't proceed. He just was like, the Sanctum needs protection.
I got to go guard the Centaurian.
I have to go guard the Centaurian. You know, just turn his, he turned around and went back and protect.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What will you do?
Wong was foul for that, but go ahead. He foul.
What will you do? That's that. You know, that's when you tell somebody like, "Hey, man, you can't come back with me." You know what I mean? Man, what you about to do?
What you about to do?
What you about to do, bro? What you about to get into, bro?
What you about to get into?
It's a hell of a battle, wasn't it? Shit, what you about to get into? Good. Okay. All right, man. I'll see you, man. Shit.
I'll holler. I'll catch up with you.
You know, who was it? Who was he talking to? Was it Hulk?
Banner?
Yeah, so Banner up there, like, I don't know, man. I think Wong, like,
I got a side note.
Sound like a plan to me.
Sound like a plan. I got a side note. Why the hell was Banner's jacket ripped?
Was it ripped?
It was ripped. He had his shit on the side. Like, dog, you didn't muscle in the Hulk. You showed back up, and
he get thrown around a little bit.
Maybe that's why
he got dropped out of. So I think Strange dropped him in like another area. Like,
maybe like
you're not needed. You're not gonna bring your friend.
Maybe that might have been Wong jacket. It was just too big for Banner. So that's why I was like hanging on him or something.
Put it on him like a blanket.
He probably got tossed around and ripped up on the side, but that's a sidebar. Okay. Yeah. So like I say, so we got that all roads, I guess we both kind of saying in our own separate way that all roads have led to this moment. Yeah. We don't think there's a new moment that
No,
I guess I am saying that it's a new moment. Like I think he's made a lot of mistakes, but I think the one that got him where he is now. Now, I guess I don't understand. I guess maybe let me kind of rephrase the question. Why does he need help to get into the multiverse? Because something is a threat that makes him think this is the best way to solve this problem. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking something done happened. Like when he goes to America, because I think this is hella early where they having that scene where Gargantuan is doing a thing, and he gotta cut the bus open to kind of save them and all that. And him and Wong got their fight in the street.
Yeah.
Like there's something that happened to bring Gargantuan in. Now, is that because of No Way Home and he kind of did some things, or did something new happen? But there's something that happened that he needs America's help. You can go through the multiverse.
Yeah.
So do we think that Strange did something in the beginning, or as a result of the other stuff he did to make? And that's just maybe I'm making the question of how I think it's. Maybe you don't see it the way I'm seeing it. That there was something happened that started allowing people to come through.
Well, here's the thing. I'm with you. Something happened. But here's the thing. So we know something happened, right? We know something happened with a variant of Strange in the What If episode.
Oh,
so once we saw that shield get thrown at, What If counts. It's no longer just what if one off.
So
it's what if
not have been this Strange.
That's what I'm saying. I think
somebody else did something.
Getting to your next part of the overall our predictions. So
shit.
That's what I'm saying. So,
okay. I'm picking up.
Here we go. And I'll transition to my next prediction. So Strange gotta fix his own shit, as in he gotta fix the other Stranges. And the only how else is he going to get? He's never. If you look at the Doctor Strange movie, even when the Ancient One showed him all that shit, with the mirror universe and all that shit, he never see like necessarily. He never saw. There was never anything to indicate that he could just reach out and touch his alternate version of himself.
Yeah.
No. So there's nothing to indicate that him or the Ancient One, while they may have an idea of the multiverse or they know it exists. They have a concept of the multiverse, right?
Yeah.
They can't control it. He finds America Chavez, who can blast through, who open up star portals and can traverse the multiverse. So why would he need to do that? My thing is, I think that he's doing that because he has to find the other the variants, the other versions of Strange, the Strangers in the other multiverse.
Yeah,
and he has to get to which one caused this problem, which I have a prediction of who it is who's causing these problems, who's ultimately going to be the one who caused this problem. And there's a reason, I think, why all of this is happening.
Okay.
You want me to get to that?
You have my interest. Now you have my attention.
Right. All right. So, hey, man, listen. You can't ignore what if, right?
What if counts?
What if counts? What if is a part of the universe now? It's the MCU. It's not one off. It's not like the comics where it was like, oh, this is cool. Like they got the what if right now with Miles Morales, where he's like literally every superhero in the Marvel universe. That shit not gonna count. That's gonna have his run, and then it's gonna be over and back to being regular Miles Morales, Spider-Man, whatever. I say that to say, okay, so what if counts? Strange. Listen, man, you can't tell me Strange Supreme destroyed an entire reality and nobody, and just like that didn't pop up on somebody's radar, including the Illuminati. Strange, say it again out loud. Strange Supreme destroyed an entire reality, an entire universe, not just a city. He destroyed an entire
reality
to the point where it collapsed on itself. They pulled him out of that. They used him.
Holding it up, yeah.
Yeah. And he did it for a reason. And I'm a little rusty on. I didn't go back and watch the final episode. I do think he pulled him out, right? For that last
He pulled
fight.
him out for the last part, yeah.
What did he do with him after?
I think they were just talking to each other. Like
Okay,
it wasn't the thing where like
right?
he was gonna protect the fact that he had
Right.
Ultron. I think who he had was it Ultron and Killmonger? Because Killmonger he put the Ultron shit on.
Yeah, it was Ultron versus
Arnold. Was it Arnold? Was it Zola?
It was Zola. Zola and Ultron was stuck in there and they was fighting over the power or whatever. And Strange was just there, you know. So Strange Supreme. Again, so I think Strange Supreme and his actions caused the pop up, you know, that got the attention of the Illuminati. That got the attention of a lot of people a lot of the different Stranges. So all these actions is what I'm saying. You got our version of Strange, and then you got that what if version of Strange doing shit. He done destroyed an entire. So we know the potential. They look at that as like they're probably looking at that like, man, we know your potential, bro. You can destroy. You already did it. You can destroy reality. I think ultimately, what we looking at is a situation where Christine Palmer is going to be the driving force in the end. You already seen her watch. They need her watch to open up a damn door to I think Christine Palmer. You see the wedding. She having a wedding. Again, they don't just put stuff out there just to put it out. Everything got to be connected and it means something. I think that's going to come back to haunt this version of Strange. Maybe Strange Supreme found a way out. He see another version of Christine Palmer because he never did that, right? He didn't have access to the multiverse. Ancient One split him in two. He was stuck in his own universe. He was stuck in his own universe. He had no way to get to the multiverse. Think about it. Had he had an opportunity to just take another or jump into another version jump into another universe where Christine is alive and she doesn't die and it's not a fixed point, who has that? Strange, our version of Strange. Christine doesn't die in the car accident.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Christine, so what I'm getting to,
he the one that got messed up. She wasn't even in the car.
He lost his hands and not his heart.
Yeah.
So that version of Strange loves Christine. This version of Strange is kind of like, we friends, you know.
We good.
I mean, yeah, she all right. To the point where she getting married to somebody else. I think ultimately Strange Supreme will be the villain. I think he's reaching back through now that the multiverse is a thing, because it don't seem like the multiverse really like was a thing until Loki. Because in the What If episode, he don't make any mention of the multiverse. He right?
You're talking about Strange, right?
I'm talking about Strange Supreme. Like he was
just pulling energies that he can pull things from, right? But it was still within. It was still within.
Universe. He destroyed his universe.
He was just, I'm getting demons. I'm getting this energy. I'm getting that energy. They may have referenced like realms and all that junk.
Yeah.
But it wasn't nothing. Like you say, the only time that even our Strange before we got to Loki is like you say when the Ancient One, she took his astro, she popped him out. You just won a Strange in the multiverse of Stranges, right? But she must have astro form, like he wasn't moving in and out, and what he was experiencing wasn't it wasn't a physical thing he had. We got to What If, to your point, it was never like you say, everything he did was contained within that same. He went to that cave. Old school was there to the point that when he was done, dude was mad old and about to die.
Yeah, man. He didn't realize how much time had passed.
Well, he was just getting so much energy so he can correct a fixed point.
Right.
Hold on though. Remember the Ancient One pulled one of the Stranges in two. Remember he murked the Strange.
That was him.
He murked the Strange.
No, he just murked the other. No, you mean when he absorbed him? That was just his other half. That wasn't a separate Strange. That was just She split the Stranges in two.
Oh,
He
okay,
went on his
okay.
path
You're
to get all
you're
this
absolutely
power.
right. You're
She
absolutely
kept
right.
him there in the universe
Good
as
call.
the Strange who didn't seek out this power.
Good call.
He came back and absorbed him.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting to is, I don't think you could do that and just walk away. Like, I don't think they're just gonna do that and just not use this Strange. I think that's the villain. I think eventually he's gonna be the main threat. Like, he's gonna come back and be like, man, I did it for you. You know what I mean? Because the point I think the movie trying to what we getting at with this movie is all these strangers are dangerous, right? In some way. All these strangers have potential to like destroy them, upset the multiverse and the fabric of time and all that stuff, like in reality existence, whatever. But I don't think you just do what that Strange did and they just not use him. Especially when he has access to the multiverse now. Where he like boom, like he sees Strange come through a pocket and he like, wait a minute, hold on. There's a way for me to get out of here, one. And two, you have a Christine that's alive and that doesn't die and it's not a fixed point. I did all this to try to get rid of the fixed point. I destroyed my universe to stop a fixed point, only to have Christina die anyway. Now you telling me that you got Christine over there and she don't die and it's not a fixed point? No, I need that. I need to be over there. I need to be in your universe, dog. Like, oh, you don't like Christine? I'll take her. That's what I think. I think Strange Supreme will be the villain, man. You don't do all that stuff. This dude has all these powers. I think that Strange is just too interesting for you to waste him for season 2 of What If. Nah, I think it ties into this movie. I think he's ultimately the villain. He the last Strange that Strange is gonna get to. Strange gonna have to deal with this guy who's on this quest to get Christine. I think with the Illuminati, with the Illuminati looking over, like,
because I don't think Defender Strange gonna make it. Like, I think, like you right, Supreme Strange, whoever they demon this Strange to be, we think it's Supreme Strange, right? That Strange Supreme, he need to get to. He might be trying to off the Stranger so he can get to the point where he's like the last. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm in the universe.
Yes,
she's alive.
Yes.
I can't have another Strange in the way.
If I destroy all the Strange, because it's like they looking at it, the Illuminati, like, hey man, Strange is a problem in multiple universes. Like, Strange is always a problem. Like, no matter what variant it is of him, he's always a problem. Boom, we got our hands on this one. You know what I mean? He's not Defender Strange, like you said. He's not the zombie Strange and all, which I don't even know if that is a variant. I don't know. But I do, like you said, I think Defender Strange and our Strange are two different people. The haircut and all that. Those are two different Stranges. Mike, I'm with you. I think he's gonna be off in Stranges. Maybe absorbing them.
Or I didn't even think of it that way. Often he really is, because that's what he was doing.
Yeah,
that's what he was doing that. He was doing that with different entities, but that may be what he brings to this movie is absorbing them.
Yeah, I think he's in the movie.
They got that one scene. They got that one scene where you saw Strange get hit, and like he had like 15 different I gotta pull that up. Where he was like, where he had got hit, and like you could see different like different points of astro kind of like Stranges coming out of his body. I ain't having even mind that deep. I definitely have Strange being the villain, right?
Yeah. But because you can see it in the trailer. Like, that's where things got interesting,
And he told him like the Mordo told him like the biggest threat to the multiverse is you.
He's right, which has been proven, right? Like, we've literally seen that with Strange Supreme. He destroyed his own universe to stop a fixed point, and that was without access to the multiverse. Now the multiverse is open for business. what do you think Strange Supreme will do with the multiverse? Even though he was kind of like regretful at the end, right? Like he was like, but please don't, spare her, don't let the universe be destroyed for my arrogance or whatever he said.
This right here, you see that?
Damn.
Like it's different. 1, 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Different heads around. Like I'm just.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow. That's what I'm saying, man. I think Strange Supreme gonna make a comeback, man. I don't think you just have somebody that's that powerful who did something like that, who committed such an astounding act of power, display of power and destruction, just to no, he gonna be in season 2. It's like, nah, man, I think this dude in the movie. Because they put even though it's probably not the same one, they put Captain Carter in there.
And it wasn't like 100%. And it wasn't like at the end, like you say, Strange Supreme was contrite.
Yeah.
At the end.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like he got to go to like, he was still, I got the screen. I can't share it. I'm not about to, but ultimately that pocket, he ended up, basically you could call it it ended up becoming a pocket dimension, right? Because there was nothing else around, right? So he had this area in kind of cased in, and then he got the small case with Killmonger and not Baron Zemo, Arnim Zola, right?
Yeah.
Within each other. So he's watching. That's what he says, like, I'll watch. So he's like, he has like a sacrifice that he's making. He's made a sacrifice to live in that pocket dimension and then watch over these people that he got kind of trapped in, so that they don't, because he don't want them to escape.
Right.
What he gonna do that for all eternity?
Yeah,
he got time to think now for the regain. His reason why he was doing it didn't change.
Again, is there any clue to him? Is there any cue to him that he has access to a multiverse other than him seeing all these people from all these, in that big fight at the end, him seeing all these different versions of people, like, oh, okay, yeah, where you from? But there's no, what I mean? Like the multiverse isn't necessarily open at that point. He's kind of just like, nah, I'm stuck here because I destroyed my reality. And now, okay, I'll stay in the pocket dimension. But now, boom, here come a big star portal that opens up. He like, man, what's that? Damn, I saw another world through there. Like I saw a world through there that wasn't mine, and another Strange, and I see Christine. I'm escaping.
And it wasn't until, like I said, he don't probably have a concept of the multiverse until the Watcher brings it to his attention.
He just
because he the
only Strange.
He destroyed his world.
He destroyed his whole world.
Watcher brings all these other people in. They're not from his world.
No.
So after the battle was done, he got time to think.
Yeah, you got the zombie world. You got the
maybe there's another one with Christine.
He see Christine. Because, bro, he was in love with Christine. Like, that was his whole life. That was his whole drive and purpose, was to bring her back to life. So why wouldn't he escape the into the multiverse and try to be with Christine, or try to find a universe where she survived and they together and What you got though? What you got? What was your
I have Strange being the ultimate villain, right? I do have Strange being the final boss, right? At the end, that they have to defeat Strange. I actually, you didn't sold me. You actually didn't sold me on that one. I didn't have it for those reasons. I don't even remember the reasons I had it before. Like, I think I actually had it that the shit that he was doing made him that he opened the world up to the Stranges. Like his actions caused a Strange Supreme or whoever, some form of Strange that they need to defeat. That was a villain, you know, the villain on his side. Like, right, he was an evil Strange, if that's the best way I can, simplest way I can say it. That everything he did was going to lead to an evil Strange. But you got me convinced that really he was a threat already. Like, it was already what they're doing is reacting.
Yeah,
what they're doing is reacting. Because, like, yeah, you doing bullshit, but it's actually a real Strange as a threat. It's a real Strange as a threat. No, I guess I had it that it was going to be that the stuff that he had been doing, basically, he invited all that conflict, and then within that, you see something like to say you start seeing the zombie Strange, and then ultimately there was going to be I hope the zombie Strange ain't the final Strange. They're making it look like it is. I hope that ain't the final Strange.
With all the arms and shit coming out the back.
Yeah. I hope there is another. I hope there's another Strange. I hope it is.
Yeah.
I hope there is this Strange Supreme, because he was the baddest one in What If. Like you said, they made What If matters, and he was the baddest one.
Yeah, that's what drove me to the theory, because I'm like,
he was the baddest one from the show. No,
once I see the shield, I'm like, oh, What If count?
What If count?
You can tell me that, oh no, but it's not her. It's not. She'll be back for season 2, but this is just Carter in another universe. Like, all right, because I'm assuming now Killmonger can pop up and be like, oh no, I'm the good Killmonger, you know. But no, What If counts. Because What If was always supposed to be like the concept of What If was always supposed to be like, yeah, what if, and then it was a one-off where it was like, you're not gonna see this character continue on. What if there was what if Thor was Spider-Man? What if what if Peter Parker could live Mjolnir? You don't go back to the universe and Peter Parker tossing around Mjolnir like, what if meant one off. We're done. Like, now you're telling me, oh no, there is a Carter in another universe. There's a Captain Carter in another universe. Okay, so I'm assuming all these can be all this. You took What If and made it a part of the multiverse.
Yes,
fine. Why wouldn't Strange Supreme come back?
Because that's the weird part about, like, when people do the rankings. That you see a lot of that now that since the show has ended, right? Since the Moon Knight show has ended, people doing rankings, and they always say 5 shows, and like there were 6. What If kind of matter? What If might really be more MCU than what Moon Knight was. Once we see, like you say, once the Shield happened,
What If matters.
What If is it's probably the first multiverse show they did. I guess it's really Loki. No, it came out before Loki.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I'm saying.
Before Loki, yeah.
And if you watch What If, only to the watchers the idea of multiverse is a known thing.
Exactly.
None of the other characters really, even Strange with his. I mean, he hears it from the Ancient One, like there's multiple Stranges. Okay, he don't know how to get to those Strange. Like, the idea of the multiverse don't really exist until Loki is finished. Until they have that, until those strands break off, you know, those branches. That's the multiverse. So the multiverse is kind of like created because they was correct in the multiverse, right? They was like, oh nah, we want one straight timeline. Yeah. Anytime we get a branch, we go in and boom, we snap that out. Yeah, we prune that out of existence. Now that they killed He Who Remains, aka the first Kang, we was so they kill him, and that's when we start with the branches. Is now okay. We got the multiverse, so now people wear that, and the way time travel work and all that. It's like, oh no, I was always aware because it's now from the beginning now. So it's like, yeah, you got it. So once Strange, bro, you know how Strange is. The moment he get an idea, he like, oh,
running.
Damn, I can cast a spell to make everybody forget. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. Oh, I can. Man, you telling me once he get the knowledge of a multiverse, He like, oh shit, I'm about to get out of this pocket dimension. I'm gonna go find Christine in another universe. I couldn't do that before. Because he could have did that before. Like, oh, so in this universe, it's a fixed point that Christine dies in the car accident. All right, fine. Rest in peace. I'm gonna go find another Christine where he could do shit like he could be like, I'm gonna find another universe where Doctor Strange dies and Christine is just alone. She a widow. You look long enough, you're gonna find one. He just jump into that universe. In this case, I think he just like, nah,
bro. I just pulled up the what if, like when watching went to go see him. I forgot about that.
Which one?
So at the penultimate episode, the one before they do the whole when they start fighting. But at the end of when he's going through that with Ultron, Supreme or whatever we call it, I forget what they called that guy, Supreme Ultron, whatever his name was. Ultimately, when they get to the end of the episode, and he now Watcher needs to get Strange's help. Strange walk up, he got a third eye. He had a third eye.
On which one? The penultimate episode?
Well, yeah. What if episode 8?
Wow.
When he in that realm, when that pocket, I love to say realm. When he's in that little pocket area that like you can go to 24 minutes, 53 seconds.
Pull it up now.
Episode 8.
Damn.
And let it play. And when he woke up, right? He woke up with the third eye. Mind you, when they go see, because I'm looking at it now on the I can show this one because it's it's just it's the YouTube and it's YouTube. My man right here, he got that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, look at that. What if? Because I can't pull it up because it's Disney Plus. He walk up and he got that soon that his third eye open. My third eye seen it coming before it happens.
Yo. So yeah, you said 20. You said 20.
24:53.
Oh, 24:53. Okay. Yo, man, the Watcher was getting cooked.
Oh, wasn't he? He starts sitting there, and he's sitting there. Strange will pull up on him, and then when you see his face, third eye.
Damn.
Because now the Watcher need his help.
Okay, I see it now. Hold on. 20. You said 24 minutes, 53 seconds.
Yeah, because it's all black right there. Then that's when you're gonna see Watcher.
Third eye's open. Third eyes. It's like a little snake eye, but it's open.
Yeah, it's a snake eye.
Yeah, it's like a little snake. It's like a
but it's in the same
reptilian
spot.
Is that Strange Supreme, man? Because I mean, they've made a lot of people have dismissed it. That do the theory channels have dismissed it. Like, nah, that's not him. You can even look at it. He don't really have the bags under his eyes.
Yeah, he ain't got the same cape,
cape, but it's like
until I see otherwise, it's Strange Supreme.
I got
it.
And
you just really convinced me that actually.
I think they changed the post production. You know what I mean? I think they showing you what they want you to see, but I think you going to see that movie. It's like, oh no, that is Strange Supreme.
Yeah, because why would they have Peggy? That's Captain Carter.
Man. What if count, bro? Like what if matters? And I think and it would make sense that it does. Everything else matter. WandaVision matter. WandaVision. How do you make people go back and watch a show that already came out last year? Oh, Doctor Strange about to come out. Without saying it indirectly, they just like, hey man, if you want to know what's going on in this movie, you probably need to go back and watch WandaVision. Guess what? I gotta also sit down and watch every episode of What If now too. So now y'all getting streams because I got to go prepare for this movie that y'all got coming out.
So that kind of updates the next part of this, right? So I agree with you. I never thought. I don't say I never thought. I don't think Wanda's I think Wanda's a threat.
Yeah. I think she got her own.
Wanda's the
Because
I don't think she's the ultimate badass. She may even what I can see, she may even kind of like leave this joint because she got another movie coming. Like she got her own movie coming up. You get what I'm saying?
Which would lead to your
which would lead to your vision point, right? That there's a the vision point about him showing up as a mid credit because we're going to get House of M in a minute, right? Even though they don't have it on the docket, or maybe that's going to pop up. It's not on one.
It'll be some version of it. It might not be one for one with the comic, but it'll be some version of no more heroes. No more Avengers. It could, they might. For real, man. I'm still worried about X-Men, but that's another. Talk about it. But go ahead.
So, but then that leads to the next part because maybe that if we really going with the because I'm you done sold me that Supreme Strange is the. So now we get into the part about who may show up with impact, right?
Yeah.
Because if you have Strange Supreme, what if matters?
Mm-hmm.
Does the Watcher show up?
He watching, right? He got to be somebody because it's not just one Watcher.
If we made this matter, yes, just not. And they threw him in there in Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Yeah, I think he's showing up. I think they're gonna look over. You know what I mean? Like, you feel that?
Because if they pass it through multiverses and shit like that, don't there has to be a thing where the Watcher sitting somewhere?
Watcher gotta
even
be
if it's a nod,
like,
you think he might be in it or maybe a nod?
He has to be. The Watcher has history. If you go off the comic books, the Watcher got history with the Illuminati. I think I don't know if it's the one from the What If show, but it's a particular Watcher who like broke his oath like a bunch of times, fucking around with the Illuminati. The Watcher will be there. I think maybe the Watcher could be in a post-credit like, hey, I didn't really like what you did there. You guys really should. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, the Watcher can't. He already broke his oath in the show. I don't think the Watcher's going to be a factor in the movie, but I think the Watcher will be there. I think they'll mention the Watcher like, hey, we have somebody watching this.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, what if? Because what it seemed like. Because we're getting the follow-up to WandaVision, and we're getting like in a way a follow-up to What If, not really, but more so WandaVision. But yeah, like you said, who's gonna show up and who's gonna impact? Okay, we know Zola and Killmonger are locked in that universe, that pocket dimension.
Yeah.
We've seen Carter in the trailer.
Yeah,
whether that's the Carter from What If or that's the Carter from just a version of Carter, we don't know.
But we know that's in there. So like, we already synced that. We know, like we saw. Old girl been in the red carpet. Maria Rambeau, the mama. So she was in the red carpet. So she's in. We know it. It's her. It's her.
Because
Patrick Stewart was at the thing. He there. So like. I had a thought. I text you this. So I had a thought that okay, we got Wong, Shang-Chi go show up. And my thought is for them to battle Wanda, his 10 key energy, 10 ring energy, right? Like him on he's nice with the hands, but him on his hands alone can't do nothing with Wanda.
Yeah,
but you gotta have people to fight Wanda. They got that kind of work.
Yeah,
right. You're not bringing in Brie. You're not Captain Marvel. I keep saying Brie like I know her. You don't have Carol Danvers in there. You got Maria Rambeau as some variant, right?
Of Captain Marvel, yeah.
So, you gotta have. I think you have to have. And then why would Wong show up in the Shang-Chi? I know that obviously easy to say Asian connection and all this and all that, but like. His energy, the way he has from the 10 rings and them studying the 10 rings, right? Remember at the end, remember in the post credit, it was one part of the post credit that I had a note on where it was like, hey, that your rings are like a beacon, is sending a message out to someone, right? Or was it like a beacon out to like another, like multiverse? Because it was older than what they thought it was. So it could have been like a beacon to like a time, right? Like a
Yep.
Like a origins of the universe, origins of
Rings
the
go back. Yeah, rings
multiverse.
go back. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then just from a combative standpoint, he would be one of the few with what he can do with the rings. They can battle Wanda.
Yeah.
Now I don't know enough on the history of it. Like, well, yeah, Wanda was still smacking, but I'm saying just even have a chance. Like, you can't just bring in Captain America to fight her because he couldn't do anything with her. With
Carter,
what her,
she ain't gonna be able to do nothing with him. Yeah,
she ain't gonna be nothing.
Yeah,
it's just a nice to throw her in there, but she ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
Nah,
like
none of them are.
Captain Marvel have a better chance because of her where her source power come from.
Mm-hmm.
But we found out in WandaVision, Wanda probably already had that. It just got exposed when they saw the Bond Stone. The Bond Stone didn't do anything to her. It just kind of brought it. It kind of like triggered it or whatever.
Yeah, it like amplified a little
bit.
Right?
But like she already had that before.
Yeah. Because she's a mutant.
So I feel like I don't feel like he's gonna be, but I feel like he's going to be in the movie. Like just the fact of having that battle won't go get him.
Oh, Shang-Chi in the movie, B.
What you got?
Because now that you say that, I couldn't figure out who the hell where I seen this character. No, Shang-Chi's in the movie. Because remember, okay, go back to Shang-Chi, which I've seen twice. There's like a Minotaur looking character, right? Remember that? Wasn't it like a Minotaur looking? Or I might be mixing.
Where we at? Were we in the
final battle? Then they had humans, and then they had like non-humans fighting at the end. Remember?
Exactly.
It was like a Minotaur horn character, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see that horn character in the you see, so that little village when they because they shooting arrows and shit.
Yeah. That was
attacked.
Like and I'm wondering if that was like a multiverse.
That's where I couldn't figure out. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, damn, they ain't no. I'm like, everybody human in the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Except
like
the one. Maybe it was a couple, but it was like that one that stuck out.
So I see. I'm like, and I'm like, wait a minute. They in a village. They're not in a. That's not the Sanctum. They were like in a village.
I thought that was Carmitage,
or it might have been. It was
like a
Carmitage.
Multiverse, but I don't even know if that's ours. Like I think that's probably. But go ahead.
Right, but still.
Yeah,
you see the Minotaur looking character, and I'm like, where did I see him, man? I ain't seen him in Strange. I ain't seen him in what the fuck? Where did I see this guy? He was in Shang-Chi.
Yeah,
man, Shang-Chi in the movie. Man.
I think Shang-Chi in the movie.
Shang-Chi in the movie, B.
I'd be shocked
if he might not. Maybe he don't get a full fight scene, but he cameo. Shang-Chi in the movie.
Yeah, he gonna show up like they gonna. I think he gonna slide through a portal and slide out. I think Shang-Chi in the movie.
Shang-Chi in the movie cameo.
Okay, I think he might be because I don't think Captain Carter's gonna be in there long, but she gonna be in there for a reason and get in and get out, right?
Yeah.
I think Shang-Chi might be the same way. He might. I think a portal gonna open. He gonna slide through.
Yeah. I think we're gonna see different universe. Yeah, we're gonna see either
because of the rings.
Yep. Yeah, he gonna come in with his rings. He probably fly or something. Maybe you see a new costume. Yeah, Shang-Chi gonna be in the movie.
Okay.
And by the way, he's a great fit.
100%.
He perfect for this type of movie. Yeah.
It go.
Yeah. Wow. Man, Shang-Chi in the movie, man. I don't even know why I ain't think of that, bro. You called that shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I ain't think of that up until now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like looking at the character, like, man, where do I know him from? I'm like, where do I know that? Whatever that is, like the Minotaur, where do I know it from? He was in the final battle, and he survives.
Yeah. I got Shang.
Shang.
There's a couple I don't want to say because I think I saw something on the net. It was nasty. So I think someone.
Yeah. We know. We call strays. We know. That's why we ain't gonna mention them. Right. I'm trying to. I'm still. Everything I'm saying, I was gonna say before I caught the strays, but I got you.
Yeah. There's some stray stuff.
We know we're gonna be in the movie.
I caught that I don't want to. I'm not gonna even. They foul for that. But just in terms of like having an impact, like I say, I'm getting less and less about mutants.
Yeah,
I think all we gonna get is Patrick Stewart, and I don't even know if that's gonna be a mutant aspect. I don't even think that's a mutant aspect, because of just Patrick Stewart. But that's about it, right?
Yeah.
I had the I'm getting, last time we were talking, I was like, oh, this animation. I don't think it's. I would be so hyped if that Captain Marvel is animated, but I think that's a real Captain Marvel.
Yeah, it is.
Captain Marvel. Sorry, Captain Carter. Captain Carter.
Yeah,
I think Captain Carter's real.
I think they all.
That'd
be live though. It was animated though. That would have been a great. That would have been a moment right there.
Yeah, I'm still hoping out for that. I don't think we're gonna get. I actually don't think any because they haven't established.
You think we'll get any other mutants though? Any other mutants?
I don't think we're getting any other mutants.
Yeah, it's no Wolverine, no Cyclops.
I was hoping. I was actually I walked in that we're gonna see. Only thing I think about is nods. I just don't think they're going to have an impact. Like I thought, I had a thought that we were going to see, Gray, young Professor X, young Magneto.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So I thought that. I don't anymore. Just because the fact thinking more and more this is about Strange defeating Strange.
Yeah.
That if we get anything, there are nods, but I guess I'm still in the part about impact on the movie.
Yeah.
So just to throw them in.
It wouldn't, yeah. And you got to think about the Illuminati.
Yeah.
The Illuminati is not, it's not about necessarily their universes that they come from. It's just, they're just the Illuminati. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think it's, I don't think we're going to get that many mutants.
I think we're going to see Agatha.
You think so?
I think we're going to see Agatha early.
Ooh.
I think we're going to get Agatha.
You think she's going to pull her out of that, or she's just going, because she make it.
Agatha got a show coming up.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, she was like, you're going to need me. Yeah, I think she's going to pull Agatha out of there.
And it may be Strange to do that shit.
Yeah, I need you. Wait a minute. No, I know you. No, I'm just a nosy neighbor. No, I need you.
Especially when I saw that that purple magic, that purple. I brought it up on the last one we had where Strange did that maybe Strange Supreme absorb her or get some of her stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Mark her out.
I don't think she's gonna get murked because she got the show.
Yeah, show.
Unless the show is really more of a callback show, like how she got to the point. Because I don't understand why we had New Adventures with Agatha, right? If it's like the things, it's definitely not a show that I'm looking like, oh, Agatha. Like I didn't walk out of that thinking I needed, unless we was going to the Mephisto. I didn't walk out of that thinking I need to see a lot of Agatha, right? So let's just keep that a buck.
Yeah. But
I think she's gonna show up, especially when I saw that purple magic, and I think her purpose is, when he has to throw that stuff, when he and it turned purple back at him, and that was her basically kind of, and it was that Agatha purple, right? It wasn't that Wakandan purple. It was that Agatha purple.
Yeah,
I think he probably able to tap into whatever she got because he had that. He was able to do that. That he may take her out. That may be it. And then the Agatha shows is how she was with the witches when she was young and she became Agatha, right?
Or the Agatha show might just be some goofy shit like
Agatha,
how they did with the song. Yeah,
it might be the song and shit.
A goofy ass like sitcom. You know what I mean? Just where she just in this fake universe and just doing goofy shit. Like,
mentally trapped.
Yeah, when it's about her trying to get out, but I don't know. But that's interesting, man.
I think Agatha's early.
I think that's another one. Damn.
I think Agatha's early. I think we get her. Okay. They didn't just do WandaVision. They just there's two shows they didn't do for nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
They didn't do WandaVision for nothing. They didn't do What If for nothing. And the one I'm about to add, I don't think they did Loki and explained all that variant shit for nothing.
Ooh. Think we getting Kang?
I think we getting Kang.
I think we getting Kang.
I think we getting Kang.
Yeah.
I also think both of them gonna show up. I think Loki and Sylvie gonna show up.
Ooh. You think Loki and Sylvie gonna pop in?
I don't think. No, I'm lying. I don't think the real. I think Sylvie showing up
because she know magic. I mean, they both know magic. Like Loki know everything. Loki do is magic, right?
And but it's funny. By the time we got to the end, we found out he was the weakest Loki.
Yeah, of course. They
was all like old Loki, little Loki, the baby kid Loki. Yeah, all of them were stronger than him. Sylvie was stronger than him. The older, what they called him, The one that had the comic accurate suit, Richard Grant.
Yeah, he was the older Loki.
I don't know if he was Richard Grant, might be a different name, but
it was Richard E. Grant. Yes.
Richard E. Grant. He was stronger than Loki. Sylvie was stronger than Loki. They all just had more power. They had more control of whatever they were doing than our Loki had.
They can be in. Yeah, you sold me. They can be in the movie. Yeah, it's too much. Like they was in the show. We didn't do the show for nothing. But and then the only thing I would say, the only thing not to cut, but the only thing I would say is they got to save some of these shows for other movies. Like even because the shit with Rambo, the daughter, Secret Wars, right? But even then, I gotta say that I agree. I think Loki and Sylvie making an appearance. They have to, right? Because it's multiverse, man. They're at like the
Genesis point, not Genesis, but they had like the circle of time thing where they can go to
explosion. What they call it, the ground zero?
Yeah,
ground zero of it all, man. They was there, so they gonna pop in and be like, oh, yeah. We either get in the post credit with them or they're in the movie. They in the movie somehow, though. I agree.
Yeah, because like I think just from like the timeline, right? Like the real life timeline of the movies, like where we just gonna go from. Now the thing about Loki is they haven't had a Thor movie without Loki, right? So like it's like right, meaning like Tom Hiddleston has been in every Thor. If we're gonna have a fourth Thor movie, it's hard to say like Loki's not gonna show up in that movie. So is he gonna go back to back? That's the only reason I'm saying he's not gonna be in this, and it'll be just Sylvie, right?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
that's the only reason that I would say just Sylvie shows up. But you know, and there's one I have, but I can't say it, and I'm not gonna say it because I had a theory about it before, but then I saw something nasty because I think it links to something else, and I saw something so nasty that I'm like, yeah, I said this before, but now that I don't even want to get into it because we know who it is. It's two. So it's two of them we saw.
Yeah,
we saw the same thing I saw. We saw two things, and it was like
which honestly, if you go back to our videos,
we talked about it.
We brought it early. We brought it up. We was early, man. We knew they was there. I mean,
when we do the post recap of the movie, I'm gonna have that clip ready.
Oh yeah, fired it off. Yeah.
Like, no, we said that when nobody was saying that shit.
Facts.
We said that, and somebody might have said they just everybody got the same kind of channel like us, right? Where everybody else, we ain't as popular there. Yeah.
Nah, we was early, man.
So I'm gonna pull that receipt when if it happens.
I'm still gonna go in and enjoy. I'm gonna grade them. I'm gonna review the movie. Like I said, man, I'm gonna see it in its totality, and I'm gonna give it my honest review, man. We're gonna give it our honest review. But we were most excited about, like you said in the last part of your question is, or the last part we always kind of go into with these predictions is, what is it gonna mean by the end for the wider MCU?
Yes. What happens?
Where's the multiverse gonna be after this film? What is it going to mean for the MCU going forward and all the other and the characters involved? And how is it going to impact the overall arcing narrative of the MCU? Because we know we got Celestials and we got multiverse problems, and they kind of like eventually they're going to come, and we know we got.
And to add,
we got that team coming up, right? Which we not gonna really.
Do we think we got Egyptian god problems? Because I kind of don't think we got that at the end of the movie. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. Like if you called it on the one where like he gonna mop and he mopped them off with one strike, right? So I guess we don't have Egyptian god. I thought we were gonna have a little bit of that. Like you said, we got celestial problems. We got
There's only two.
Would you say the celestial god problems? We got
a dude in the Indian Ocean, right?
We got that.
We got a body in a celestial body just sitting there in the ocean.
We got what we're about to do.
We got what's the guy who kidnapped the Eternals at the end?
The main one. I can't remember his name right now.
Yeah,
I know
but
you're talking about. Yeah,
we know that. Yeah, we got him. He out there, but he multiverse or not, he a problem.
The Supernatural is coming up. We got Blade in them. We got a Supernatural.
We got the
kind of
Supernatural.
Do you
Yeah.
So my question is, okay, going to the next part. Do you think we're going to have a true multiverse? Because then we even got the Time Variance Authority, right? We got that whole issue, right? So we know we got Kang. Do you think we still have a multiverse after the movie ends?
Yes.
You think we in a multiverse now?
Yeah, it's just about eliminating whatever threat it was to the multiverse or what came out of the multiverse.
Or I guess
they're going to address the threat. I don't think they can stop the multiverse. Multiverse is in full swing. That was the whole point of Kang gave him the choice. Like, He Who Remains gave him the choice. Like, hey man, you kill me, boom. Multiverse is ain't nothing you can do. Multiverse is here. It's gonna be multiple versions of me. I don't think you deal with the multiverse until you deal with Kang. No, I don't think the multiverse ends here. I think this is just whatever threat that came out of the multiverse. They address it. They're gonna address Wanda and whatever her little mission is. But I think the multiverse is here to stay. This is like part one. This may be the first movie with the multiverse in it. I think with the Secret Wars, you got the Battle Universe, what they call it, the Battle. You know what I'm talking about? Where they
Battle World.
Yeah, Battle World. I think Battle World is where we end up.
I think Battle World coming.
Yeah, with Secret Wars, and I think maybe the show is like the first part, and then the movie Avengers Secret Wars or whatever it's gonna be called.
Do they introduce like a villain, or some kind of like threat?
That's the crazy thing. Doom is the villain of Battle World.
That's what I'm saying. So do they introduce and some things was sneaky that things was nasty. So do you think they introduced? That makes sense. I think I'm calling my shot on that one. It's your shot, but I think I'm calling it. I think one of the post credits, maybe the mid credits, because I think the final one is going to be Thor.
Oh yeah.
I think a mid credit scene is an introduction of a badass, and I think it's who you just named.
Yeah, and we know about the nasty stuff. Yeah, he exists because I think we getting there, and I think
that's what the introduction and with the news this week where they was like, "Oh, the director quit."
Which one?
Yep.
Oh yeah, he got out of there. Yeah,
he got out of there, and I think it was a reason why he got out of there. I think the mid-credit scene, because I think post is Thor. The mid-credit scene is an introduction of who we've been waiting for. I know I've been waiting for him.
He deserves.
Yeah,
Thanos level mid-credit scene.
I think everybody keeps saying Galactus, but I don't think that's what I think it's
eventually. I think
100%.
Yeah, I think we get to the ultimate nullifier and all that. No, I think that'll be that team that we're not gonna mention.
100%.
That team, they're gonna get that. They're gonna get to Galactus eventually.
And Galactus play a part in Secret Wars, but there's another guy that kind of like Sandy.
Yeah.
I think that's what the mid. Oh man, I'm gonna be yeah.
I think we're getting that guy now. The only we gotta get him. We gotta get him in there. I think he has to be because he run Secret Wars.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen.
He's the guy standing at the end of Secret Wars. You know what's crazy about that shit, man? That's where old man Logan come from. Is the battle world. Like he dropped out of there and you know what I mean? Like that's where that ain't gonna happen. But I'm just saying, but here's another scary thing about that. The fucking X-Men I think are dead in that universe. I think Wolverine killed all the X-Men in that. But that's a whole nother. That's what I'm worried about the X-Men, bro. I just feel like they're not gonna get. I don't know. That's a whole nother. We'll get to that eventually.
And I think X-Men is more still down the line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think X-Men is still more down the line. I really don't think. I think last week I thought we was gonna get closer to X-Men. I just don't think I'm gonna walk out of.
Nah,
I don't think I'm walking out of this
one.
We
down the line. Yeah, we still got.
closer to X-Men.
They
We're
would have
closer
announced it
to-
by now.
Yeah, we're closer to same. And like I say, the things are the breadcrumbs are already there. Who we're closer to.
Because
So we don't have to make it up. Like we there. News is coming out. Things are happening.
Yeah,
right. They actually announced it at one of the Comic-Cons. Like this is going to happen. Right. So I think we're
look how long it took us to get the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know?
Absolutely, 100%. So I think they have to roll it out, and they're just not. I think they're gonna sneak us a little something. Hell, I mean, how long did it take?
Professor X. I mean, that's about it.
I think that about
that
it.
tells you right there. There's an X-Men. So without even seeing the movie, the X-Men exist in the MCU.
X-Men are MCU.
Yeah, but Professor X ain't just out here just being. He ain't called Professor X just because he went to because he's just out here at a university somewhere clocking in every day. No, he run the school. He's a mutant, a very powerful one. They're not gonna put him on the Illuminati just being Professor X who work at the university. No, he's Professor X, who's one of the top 5 powerful mutants in the universe.
Yes.
And he has the X-Men who are proven, heroes. Yeah. So the X-Men exist. It's just, like you said, I don't think we're going to deal with the X-Men the same way we didn't deal with the Guardians of the Galaxy right away, even though we knew Ronan existed, even though we knew, we didn't know Ronan existed, but we did see Thanos and out in space. We did see him talking to his little henchman, the dude with the 6 fingers or whatever, who Ronan killed in the next movie in the Guardians of the Galaxy. So we knew once we saw that scene and we saw the Chitauri come out of space, we knew the galactic, like we knew there were threats outside of the Earth.
100%.
So we know we know the X-Men exists in some form.
So my question is another question about the regards to the X-Men is one of the thoughts I think we both had. I know I really had because I really wanted is that we were going to walk out with them like maybe Professor X talking about what Wanda did maybe to the mutants in our area. That's what I thought. I don't think I'm updating my shot. I think really they're going to talk about what Strange did, what Strange has been doing.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's not going to be like a sneak in a Wanda might have, changed reality over here and we can't have her doing that over there. Those kind of deals. I don't think that's something that they're going to address.
Let me go back.
Wanda's a threat.
Right, yeah.
She's about to come in here and mop shit up.
Yeah.
Right. Because of what she done seen another universe with her kids and damn.
But okay, so let me get to that then. Let me get to that.
Go ahead,
because that's ultimately my last question. Because going back to Wanda, right? Because you say Wanda's not going to be. You don't think Wanda's going to be the ultimate villain, which I agree with.
I don't think she's the ultimate villain.
But with that said, do Wanda walk away from this? Can we see a situation? And I'm just going to throw this out here. I know you got to go. Yeah, you got to make this screen. This 3:00. Does Wanda walk away from this, or can we see a situation where another Wanda walks away from this, and we go with that Wanda from here on out? But that Wanda, that's the Scarlet Witch Wanda, who's trying to get these kids by any means necessary, and who can she be destroyed? And we walk away with a Wanda that's like, nah, I'm gonna do good. I'll give that up. You know what I mean? I'll have a family another way. Is basically what I'm getting to is Wanda gonna walk? Can Wanda walk away from this movie intact?
I don't think Wanda. So I'm saying intact. Like I think she gonna be over the edge by the end, right? Like even herself. So what I think is, I'm thinking they gonna.
You think it's gonna be Wanda though? Can she destroy them? Because it appears that she's in battle with the Illuminati, man, and then it's like she's fighting the Illuminati. There's some people who can get, who might die, or whatever. She's destroying stuff. We know she's just, at the very least, destroying part of the Illuminati. Can she walk away from that and just have a normal, you know what I mean? Like, can she just
go win?
Because I can't see her being an Avenger, man. Like, how can she be an Avenger, bro? Like,
no. The next for real one is Wanda, right? So let me say it like this. I think I'm clear now.
Right.
He needs old girl, because I think Strange is going to invite the other Stranges, thinking he need them to be able to stop Wanda. That's what gets him in trouble. But they ultimately, I think the baddest Wanda is a variant Wanda. They intimately get her, right, and along with our Wanda's help. So I could be all off. I don't gonna be wrong, but some kind of like thing to this where Wanda, as we know it, is going to help them defeat the Savage Wanda, along with the Strangers. Nah, I'm lying. Let me change it. I'm too far. I'm too deep. He's going to get Strangers to help them contain this Wanda. So they're going to get to the point where Wanda's going to be worse. She's going to be similar to what was at the end of WandaVision, but way off the edge. Like, because now she got more information about more people that's trying to stop her from being what she, because she did all that just to have a family. She wanted vision. She wanted the world. She had to give that up. So then now she sees a multiverse where she has she found her kids. They stopped that. They're able to stop that with more Strangers, right? But him having all that was really Strange done really messed it up, because he brought the wrong Strange to come and do that shit. Right. He brought the wrong Strange to come do that shit. So I think Wanda walks away at the end, but she walks away at the end about to go on her House of M. So I think this is more like the Avengers Disassembled version of Wanda. I think this becomes Avengers Disassembled, and we lead into House of M. And is that how the sequence kind of go?
Yeah.
Avengers Disassembled,
leading
into House of M.
Yeah.
I think we go from that to that.
And it's very much.
So wow. I don't know if I can explain it well how it's going to go in the movie form, but I think that's the kind of Wanda we're going into. So we disassemble Wanda into House of M Wanda.
We get Westview on another. We get Westview on a larger scale.
Yes. I think we get Westview on a larger scale. She walks out at the, somewhere in the movie, she walks out, because Wanda might not even be at the end, right? She may be the middle up until the point, like second act. She may be second act is where she doing her thing, but the third act is getting to the Strange of it all. Like Third Eye Blind Strange.
Fuck.
Right. So I think that's how we gonna go. It's gonna be second act. She gonna be I think first act is gonna be some shit that snuck through. We got some shit going through. Second act is Wanda getting busy. That's when he comes. That's when Supreme Strange come in. Like, things just got weird, right? They got to that point where they got Supreme Strange in, Strange Supreme.
Yeah,
and then they get to the end where now they got to defeat. Now they got to, and there's an ultimate sacrifice that got to be made. And I think that's when Wong don't make it.
Damn, because we so sure he's not gonna make it, because there's got to be a way you reestablish
Strange as Supreme, as a Sorcerer Supreme.
As the Sorcerer Supreme.
That's the main reason, right? Because I don't really have, because they seem like they like Wong, but at some point in time, Doctor Strange has to be Sorcerer Supreme.
He is the Sorcerer Supreme. You know what I mean? He has to be that guy. And what other way to make what better way to make an impact? I ain't gonna say better way, but what stronger way to make an impact would be to kill Wong off and to make Strange realize, like, man, my actions have consequences. Wong is gone, and you can technically bring Wong right back. Bring him back. Just grab another Wong, like, hey, man,
just bring another Wong, right?
Come help my universe, but.
They can make a Disney Plus series and on that period, during the blip, and see Wong do his thing. I don't know what his contract like you say. At some point in time, Strange has to be Supreme. I do not think Wong gonna make it. I think Wanda's the second act villain. But the third act villain is Stephen Strange. Like when Wanda coming in and doing all the damage, I believe that's a second act action. But ultimately, they're able to
subdue her in some way.
Subdue her. And honestly, if it wasn't for the Young Avengers coming out, I would tell you that America not gonna make it. If it wasn't for them doing some young, I don't say they coming out, but you could tell they leading to that, right? They're doing a lot of stuff for you. Because I would tell you, I
hope not. They better come out okay. Because
I think they're gonna have a Young Avengers series, right? I don't think a movie, but a Disney Plus series. Because I mean, kids, everything is leading up to that. Kate Bishop. Let's all that's going to West Coast Avengers.
Man, you better find they got that's the case, boy. They ain't got no. They better find somebody strong to lead that team and stand out. Because I don't see it right now. But yeah, man, I'm with you. Because we got to get to the House of M, and we got to realize, just me being a big fan of that comic book run, that particular one, wanting it to have something to do with mutants, but I ultimately don't think it will or it necessarily has to, because you could just say, no, it's the House of M, it's the House of Maximoff. You don't have, you know what I mean? It is her last name. It can just
thinking about it.
You can just tie into her. You don't even have to include Magneto, and you don't have to include
like
Pietro.
Was it Magnimus? What's his House of Magneto? Yeah, House of Magneto.
House of Magnus.
But you go hack House of Maximoff.
Maximoff, man. So you can completely cut mutants out and cut Pietro, cut more Magneto out. You can just make it about just
House of
Westview on a global scale. You could just basically make it like WandaVision, but just on a bigger scale, where she like, look, I'm about to trap everybody. Or I'm about to eliminate. I'm about to just snap people, do our own little snap, basically, or just change reality to the point where, just so she can have her kids or whatever. But
House of Maximoff. That's the only thing so I got one piece and I got to get it going. One piece I got hanging at the end is, are they gonna catch this Evan Peters boner joke pause check in this show, in this movie? You get what I'm saying?
That pissed me off.
Because I don't like. Are they going? I don't know.
Like, are we ever gonna see Pietro again?
That's what I'm
saying.
Are we
ever gonna see Pietro? Because she not nothing to do with. She didn't have nothing to do with the fake Pietro. That was Agatha. Agatha just tricked some dude to take over his house, and just to kind of distract Wanda, but which still just don't make any sense how they can just match up like that. But anyway, she got Ralph in there just for that. But yeah, like I'm saying, is she ever gonna bring back Pietro? Because she has the power to do it. She brought back. She made a fake Vision. She made fake kids. She should be powerful enough to make another Pietro,
or pull one from the multiverse.
Now she got the multiverse. She can have her whole family.
She's going to find her kids. That all might be there at a House of Maximoff. Now, if they call it that shit, hey man, come take care of my man, because he called that. I ain't even heard that one, House of Maximoff.
It seemed like something Marvel would do, man. You know what I mean? Because they kind of did that with Civil War. I mean, it wasn't. Civil War was originally about Spider-Man and the Registration Act. Now they just kind of altered it, and they did involve Spider-Man, but it was really about Peter Parker in the comics. About like, hey man, I got a regular life. You know what I mean? I ain't a billionaire like y'all. I don't want to register my, my identity and all this shit. You know what I mean? I'm just a regular dude. You know what I mean? I'm a photographer. They changed it and tweaked it to where it was like, oh no, it's about oversight and these accords, and just making sure we got oversight on these enhanced, what they call them, just on these heroes and the Avengers, and they kind of tweaked it to where it was like a internal disagreement between the team. Okay, Avengers 2.5, cool. So I guess to see Marvel doing something like that, because you would have had to start planting the seeds for mutants to make it about no more mutants. You would have had to already introduce mutants and have us care about mutants for them to take away mutants. You can't just introduce mutants and then be like, oh yeah, by the way, snap them out of existence. Like, no, we already had the snap. It was like, so I don't know, man. We'll see. Seemed like something they would do. Damn, but yeah, man. What time is your?
I'm about to go right now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So we're gonna wrap this up, man.
Right now.
We'll come back for part 2.